that they are testing. And so while everyone else in the world seems to be developing capabilities and being more strategic, we got time to embrace critical race theory at West Point, to embrace socialism at the National Defense University, to do mandatory pronoun training. Do you assess?
You know, it's again, this is the most capable, the most combat credible force in the world. It has been, and it will be so going forward.
Not if we continue down this path.
To do that.
Not if we embrace socialism.
The fact that you're embarrassed by your country. By
no. I'm embarrassed by your leadership.
I'm sorry for
I am
that.
not embarrassed for my country.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and Matt Gaetz is just the kind of low-life worm to insult our military and spit in the face of our service members just to thread his own perverted narrative to try and appease his psychotic anti-American base of patriots. And it's sick. I'm up to here with trash like Gaetz, violently attacking everything our country and our military have fought and died for, in favor of his twisted scheme to turn this nation into a corrupt third world autocracy.
To do mandatory pronoun training. Do you assess?
You know, it's again, this is the most capable, the most combat credible force in the world. It has been, and it will be so going forward.
Not if we continue down this path.
To do that.
Not if we embrace socialism.
The fact that you're embarrassed by your country. By
no. I'm embarrassed by your leadership.
I'm sorry for
I am
that.
not embarrassed for my country. I wish we were not losing to China.
It's
I
what
wish
you're
we
saying.
were. You know what? That is so. That is so disgraceful that you would sit here and conflate your failures with the failures of the uniformed service members. You guys said that Russia would overrun Ukraine in 36 days. You said that the Taliban would be kept at bay for months. You totally blew those calls. And maybe we would be better at them if the National Defense University actually worked a little more on strategy and a little less on wokeism.
Has it occurred to you that Russia has not overrun Ukraine because of what we've done and our allies have done?
But that was baked into your flawed assessment.
That? Gaetz pressed his nasty scheme in the face of Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin until the man couldn't take the smug insurrectionist bullcrap anymore. Frankly, I don't know how anybody can hold their composure talking with this sick pedophile anti-American insurrectionist who voted to throw away our democracy and pledges his undying worship to the orange wannabe dictator, and in the process spitting on our very Constitution. Under no circumstances should we have to put up with a Matt Gaetz in our Congress.
Into your flawed assessment. And so I saw that the Obama administration tried to destroy our military by starving it of resources, and it seems the Biden administration is trying to destroy our military by force-feeding it wokeism. I yield back.
Secretary Austin could only take so much of the pedophile Gaetz, who hasn't done a thing in his miserable existence to advance American ideals. Gaetz kept taking shot after shot against our military. Secretary Austin shot back correctly that our military is the finest on the face of the planet, and he outright told Gaetz, the fact that you are embarrassed by your country, I'm sorry for that. And that's spot on. Matt Gaetz and his right-wing fascists hate America. Never before in history have we had sitting members of Congress choose to steal the vote away from the people. And Gaetz is one of many on the crooked side of the aisle to do just that. And they have all continued incessantly in attempts to destroy the country, playing perverted politics to make their insane anti-American sadistic ploys seem normal. And there is not one thing remotely normal about Matt Gaetz. I didn't spend 24 years in the military with the vision that we'd have members of Congress work to undo every principle I devoted my life towards. This isn't politics. This isn't difference of opinion. Difference of opinion are American. Eliminating democracy is not. Spreading lies and using your power in office for political manipulation is not. That's anti-American. That's Matt Gaetz and his insurrection caucus co-conspirators. Those of us who have souls remember Trump calling our military all losers and suckers, and that side of the aisle certainly backs that attitude up. They hate the United States. They spit on our service members, both present and the fallen. It's the most disgusting thing I've witnessed in my life to have a bunch of suits in Washington who've never set a boot on the ground in any capacity, military service, or even an honest day's work in their life, come out and actively work to murder this nation. That's the Republican Party in 2022. Democracy is their enemy. The people who love America are the people they hate. And while Gaetz is a grotesque picture of the worst scum Washington has to offer, consider that his whole party is more than complicit with him. Most of them speak just like he does, and for the others, the silence is deafening. To disgrace our military on the floor of Congress should warrant expulsion from that chamber, not to mention being a proud member of the Insurrection Caucus. Don't even get me started there. Gaetz and his type should be a relic of disgraceful history by now. Where is the Republican Party, if one really exists anymore? Because all of us that aren't blind partisan puppets see one party of democracy and one party of pure fascism. The sad fact is the entire Republican Party just loves the killing of America. They all spit in the face of our military while outing and heaping praise on Russia. It's not nearly treasonous, as Romney said. It went way past treason long ago. And as long as this disease continues to sit in Congress, we will have more attacks against our country from within. Gaetz is nothing short of a domestic terrorist with the public's taxpayer-funded salary. Fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.